sports. Sports is something that is constantly always around us. According to a St. Bonaventure study, about 70% of Americans say that they are sports fans, which means just constantly watching sports or maybe regularly, at least having some involvement in watching sports, games, which this isn't a surprise at all with how important sports, exercise, working out has become be a part of American culture. From advertisements of football games, Olympics every 4 years, athletes becoming celebrities and advertising products and references in pop culture. In fact, the first official sports events, organized sports events, were the Olympics in 776 BC in Greece. We can also definitely assume that exercise, just working out, moving around, has always been used since the beginning of human history. We can just assume that to be true because we needed that for hunting and for whatever else. Imagine you're driving through a neighborhood, right? Maybe even yours, and you see a basketball hoop just there. Maybe there's a football. Maybe there's some other soccer balls, baseballs lying around, bicycles. And you can assume that that family at least sometimes uses that. Maybe you see that stuff and you instantly start thinking about that too, about like sports, different physical activities that you could do, hiking, walking, running, jogging, whatever it may be. Maybe the family plays around sometimes. Maybe they all get together and do things together. But either way, the idea is now in your head. Or how about how many mouth guards, soccer balls, baseballs, tennis rackets, just any kind of equipment that you have bought for your kids or maybe have been bought for you when you were younger. Imagine how many kids have played sports when they were little. According to a study by the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, in 2019, more than half of kids ages 6 to 17 participated in some kind of sports. That's half of all kids in America. According to Aspen Institute, by 2030, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Resources plans to have that number up to 63.3%. Now, why am I talking about this and what's the point? You understand the health benefits of exercising, of having sports. It's not only fun to watch, to play, it's also health. Although it seems obvious, increasing a small amount of physical activity can provide CVD or cardiovascular disease benefits, lower the risk of coronary heart disease, and reduce all-cause and CVD specific mortality. Physical activity can also help brain growth. And an excerpt from the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention article. Benefits include improved thinking or cognition. Regular physical activity can help you keep your thinking, learning, and judgment skills sharp as you age. It can also reduce your risk of depression and anxiety and help you sleep better. Regular physical activity can reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome. However, at the same time, the percentages in the United States for unhealthy kids and obesity is staggering. From 2017 to March 2020, the prevalence of obesity among U.S. children and adolescents was 19.17%. This means that approximately 14.7 million U.S. youths ages 2 to 19 have obesity, from that same CDC article. People and kids that don't exercise or do physical activity often start having both physical and mental health problems. From the National Institute of Health, not getting enough physical activity can increase your risk of diabetes, heart disease, cancers, and mental health disorders. The research that they did was actually pretty interesting to read, but overall, they found out that physical activity helps with your mood. So, like, for example, if you're working out, right, or you're playing a sport with friends, by yourself, whatever it may be, I know personally, after I work out, I feel better. And that sounds like obvious, but that's also backed by research now. I want to encourage every single person and every single kid, youth, teenager, whoever that feels alone, that feels unhealthy, that feel like you don't want to do anything, to just go outside, go to the gym, go do something. Because if you're at least doing something, it helps with your mental health. Even just walking around, jogging around, doing something with your physically helps out with both your mental health and your physical health. Just going out and doing the little things to start is kind of all you need to at least start with your journey. So I encourage the kids that feel alone, that feels that the ones that don't feel very healthy, you just go out, you try new things. If you fail, if you don't succeed, you can always go back, try again. But the fact that you're committing, at least trying, that's already a healthy step towards getting better. This is especially the whole point of my topic is for the kids that feel alone and don't feel like mentally well, and the kids that don't feel physically healthy. Maybe for them to go out and exercise more, to play more sports, because those things maybe they might not be the cure for what you're seeking, but they are good steps towards getting better. In conclusion, playing sports, exercising, it helps both physically and both mentally. And I encourage the kids that feel alone, that feel unhealthy, to just start doing something physically. Our future starts with what we do for it now. Doing a little to start is all we need. I'm Kirill. Thank you for watching.